I'm trying to do it so smooth. I'm trying to do this shit for me and you. I hope you see the bigger picture that I'm painting. My pain ain't nothing to play with, boy. We talk that stainless steel. Pop you in your top for real. Riding around my pops for real. This shit right here feel real as ever. I used to pop them pills.
Bruh.
Yeah. Now we back at it, man.
Yeah.
Show. You want me to start it?
Nah, I get started, bro.
I got.
Man, hit this nigga go, bro. You one of them Saturday morning niggas who had to lie. Bro. Sound like the nigga you let sleep on the couch, bro. That nigga.
What y'all finna get into today?
Bro, the nigga I sent you, bro, on TikTok, he was like, he made a clip about that, bro. He made a video about that. Where was a nigga sleeping on the couch? The music playing out loud and sleep. Like, but y'all about to get into Then it was one video. He was like, bro, you roll your shit up right now, bro. We smoked my shit last night. Bro, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, bro.
I'm not rolling that shit up right now.
So you gonna smoke my P5? You ain't gonna smoke your P5? Bro, if you still matching P5s in the big age of 2025,
man, crazy, man.
Smoking's not for you. Give it up, bro.
Yeah, please.
Give it up.
Man, don't smoke that P5 with no.
Especially if you pass college or high school.
My thing, I thought you were about to say passing the blunt. If you're passing your P5 around, bro, you really wild. You know what I mean? You having a session with a P5.
But even in high school, we was matching P5.
For sure.
We wasn't.
For sure.
Like P5 was one come to P5, one come to we got a G.
We got a G.
We got a G.
You know what I mean?
Nigga,
and then we gotta roll this up in one blunt and smoke a gram.
You go. Passing the P5. Match the P5.
So what are y'all rolling?
We rolling the P5.
Empty ass swisher. You might as well be smoking tobacco.
And you shouldn't be doing that after high school. You should not be linking up to match a P5, bro. And that's not me in nobody pockets. Nigga, you know better. You know better. What are we doing?
My thing is, you shouldn't be linking up to match nobody anyways. Like
that is true.
Linking up.
You're solely linking up to match to make it enough weed. You should have your own enough to where I can spark this shit on my own. I don't gotta match to make this enough.
I don't gotta match this. If I ain't got enough, then I don't need to be smoking.
Okay, bro.
I should have enough on my own.
There you go.
We link this on the habit, bro. You gotta have You gotta have the means to support the habit.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying.
If we link just on a regular, you're like, oh shit, I got some weed on me too. Oh shit, we're gonna link anyway. We would already gonna do that.
Or we already smoking, so you know when I come around and when you come around, we already gonna blow.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
But it was just, that was a trend back in the day.
It was.
Niggas was linking just to smoke the P5s, bro. That was the days though, bro. Niggas like, damn, boy. Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. That little P5 gonna get y'all in geek, boy. Put that shit in a swish of platinum.
Hey, bro, I don't give a fuck. Mate, I swear it would, bro. I swear it would.
Man, back in the day, when they was stepping on shit, spraying shit, bro, that junk was real.
That's why when nigga be trying to talk down on OG, bro, what are you talking about?
That shit blowing.
But they call OG cuz Reggie, nigga. What?
I was getting high off Reggie and his
Look,
friends.
bro.
I don't care what that shit was. Maybe, what?
What are you talking about?
I was geek, boy.
What are you talking about?
I was geek. And I think that brings us into what we was talking about though, bro. Before we, start rolling.
Yeah.
First of all, welcome back to an episode of Paradigms and Perspective. Zay and Kobe, you know what I mean?
I can't wait to that. Nah, I'm about to say
Yeah,
let me hold that down. Let me hold that down.
You leak, bro. Don't leak, man. Come on, man.
Hey, you know niggas do that. They leak their own shit.
Yeah, exactly.
They been on Drake ass about that shit. They said Drake be leaking his own shit. This shit people gonna fuck with it.
Rallo Rodriguez. Like, how they get every song?
Every goddamn song, bro.
They ain't get just one or two. You leaked the whole album.
Oh, bro.
But nah, they just get into what we was talking about, which is like your testimony. I think that's a part of our testimony for sure.
Yeah.
When we was, in high school struggling together, but also still, making each other, comforting each other, making sure each other was straight. You know what I mean? If you had a habit, I probably had a habit. Mm-hmm. You are, especially in high school, like you are who you around.
Who you hang, yeah, who you around.
Especially in high school, formative years where y'all probably play sports together. Y'all probably in class together.
Yeah.
Y'all probably got any extracurricular activities like, you know what I mean? smoking weed. I got named the girls. They probably that you trying to talk to. They probably a friend group. They probably hang around each other.
Yeah,
y'all probably going to the same events. You know what I mean? So that group, that part of our testimony, you and I really stuck close together.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was like, if I didn't have it, you had it. And if you didn't have it, I had it. And then if we was gonna go here, we was gonna go together.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
At least be there at the same time.
And niggas know that just to punch in real quick. That's why it be weird, because niggas know when it's you as me as you. So it's like
We done always been like that though.
It'd be weird when niggas try to like invite one of us and it's like, come on, bro. You know, like
you know, at least I'm ask him if he's going or if he got an invitation.
Bro. We gonna discuss it.
No checking in type shit.
Hell no.
So just like,
are you pulling up this?
Yeah, like damn.
I ain't know about it.
Cause we don't.
Fuck, they invite me for then.
Exactly. Like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
Especially when you have something that you built together. Like now we have a brand.
Right.
Our faces are seen, you know what I mean, in different lights. And so it's definitely weird, especially you having an event or some type of get together, and you invite me and you ain't invite him, and y'all grew up with us. Yeah. Like, and y'all been in our circle or around our circle once upon a time. So why would you invite, like, you might well just put us in a group message and say, I'm inviting the Paradigm Perspective show. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got better luck getting, because 9 times out of 10, if he ain't feeling it, my frequency, it probably ain't on my frequency either, bro. So I ain't feeling it. And we just kind of been in a similar stages of our lives. Yeah. Especially like, you know, going through playing sports in high school, playing sports in college. So if it didn't really align with what we was trying to do and the message that we was trying to push, he probably would say something or I probably would say something. And then it just be like, well, yeah, I probably won't go. Or I'm going to still go, but I ain't going to stay long. Yeah. Because I ain't even going to have my tribe with me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to edit this,
bro, that shit caught me off guard, bro.
I can't, bro, I can't. Crazy. Hey, my real. Come on, bro. Come on. I'm really crapping, bro.
God damn, bro. Oh, bro.
Oh, shit. Hey, man.
All right. Oh, boy. Yeah, but let's get into the goddamn episode, bro. What we gonna talk about today, man. Like the testimony shit. Boy, that was funny. Testimony, bro. Like we was talking about on the real. We was talking about it before we sparked up the camera.
Yeah.
Like niggas ain't got no testimony, bro. And I think people fail to realize how important a person's testimony is when it comes to people wanting to support you or getting support from other people. Yeah, like that testimony holds a lot of weight because it shows people the texture. It shows people the journey. It shows people the human in you. It shows people the relatability. It shows people the trials and tribulations. It shows people the imperfections. It shows people it lifts the veil. Like a lot of people will be wanting their veil still covering them when it comes to they trials and tribulations, their testimony, their journey, because they want people to see them as perfect all the time. They want people to see them as flawless. You know, just no mistakes, no flaws, nothing that they're not good at. Mm-hmm. And I think that's dangerous because you think you want that until you expect or you seek people to treat you as a human, and they're not able to because all they've known you to be or seen you to be is this perfect individual.
That image, that character that you portrayed them.
There you go.
To them.
So when you ask for a level of compassion is not there because you've only displayed a person that hasn't messed up. You haven't shared your testimony. You haven't been transparent in certain ways where people are able to relate to you. Not being transparent in ways where people can see your downfalls and make fun of it to where you top hater. Like, we know you in real life. We said it again. Fuck you. Whatever. But it's just one of those things. Like, bro, show people what you done been through because 9.9 times out of 10, somebody went through the same stuff that you went through.
Yeah.
If sometimes maybe spot on, and if not spot on, very similar. You never know what that might help that person or how that might spark that person's morale, spark that person's mentality to, oh, this person went through that and they here or they there. Oh man, like let me tighten up. Let me shake right. Let me go delve deeper into their testimony, into their journey. What else they got out that I can tap into or look into that they've talked about when it comes to their testimony, bro. Like that testimony it's like, in a sense, it's like your face card, bro. You think your cars and your clothes and how much money you got in your face card is really your testimony, bro. Because it's showing the real you. It's showing the underlying things that people don't see on a day-to-day basis because we don't share our hardships on a day-to-day basis. So when people are able to see your testimony and your journey and your ups and your downs, it's like, oh, I see the real you. Mm-hmm. I see the real you. And I love the real you. Your character, I like the real you, but the real, your character, I like that version of you, but the real you, I love that version. That's who I want to support. Yeah. The version that's, you know, that always looks good, it's cool to look at. It's aesthetically pleasing.
For sure.
But that person that's beneath that, the one who has the trials and tribulations to share, the one who has that journey and that testimony to share, that's who I got a heart to support. You know what I mean?
So my biggest thing is sharing your testimony can be hard at times just because it shows, again, it humanizes you. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily the bright spots, the highlights of your life. Mm-hmm. But there's only a 1% in America. Right? Yeah. There's a 1% in America, and there's people that are born to that 1%. But the other 99% of Americans have had some sort of hardship in their life and have had some sort of struggle that they can relate to another individual.
Absolutely.
Because of just the nature of our society. Right. And it's not that America loves a struggle story to a Cinderella story, mm-hmm. more so. It's the fact that me personally, I like to be able to pinpoint myself in an individual of success to aspire to be like them. Yep. And I think a lot of times we harp on when people are in that limelight that you forget the reason that you followed them or were into their whatever they're doing, their motion. Yeah. In the first
yeah, true.
In the first point.
True.
So I can relate it to like a rapper, right? Like Lil Baby was like super like street rough. Like his music was mm-hmm. super trenchy. Yeah. At first. And that's what got the streets motivated, and that's what got us, listening to him. Because you got a real story, you
that
got
texture,
a real
bro.
That texture that I can feel it. Yeah, because I can relate to it.
It ain't even something you can explain in words. It's that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You feel me? Like it's that. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Type shit. So I think people have put him in a pedestal, right? And not to say it's a bad pedestal, but people have forgotten the testimony before that. When if you go back and look at some of his older Instagram posts, I'm not sure which application it is, but you can go on one of these applications and look at a person's older Instagram posts. And back in like 2014, 2013, he dressing like, you know what I mean, your regular trapper, your regular kid that pull up to a dice game and he got a few little designers on, but his whole fit is not a mannequin from Balenciaga. His whole fit is not sponsored by Moncler. Like it's different when you come from something. As far as like, that's why I feel like you don't see a lot of, and I just say a lot of white rappers, because a lot of them come from that 1% household where they don't have that struggle. So even if they were to try and, or they don't have that testimony, so even if they were to try to imitate it, it wouldn't have the same feeling. Yeah. And so it's important to show people where you coming from. Like, we're gonna leave all our videos up for the end of time. Mm-hmm. Never gonna when we blow, take some old stuff down just because we didn't like it, because it didn't age well, or the way it so happened.
It's growth. It shows growth.
It shows the growth. It shows your mindset. It shows your story, and people are tied to your story, and they want to be a part of that story. Like, I followed them when they were just a podcast filming back when they, you know what I mean, they didn't really have the colored mics. They didn't have the good camera. Yeah. I followed them back when they were just speaking on, you know what I mean, in a room where they didn't have no mic or cameras. Right. Like, that's the testimony. And oftentimes, as a creator, you forget that the journey is bigger than the destination.
You go.
And that you can't lose sight of that, because you're coming from a place of, you didn't even think this could be possible.
You go.
And there's somebody else that doesn't think it could be possible. But if you show them the journey that it can be possible, if you show them the elevation, if you show them the admiration that it takes to get to that point, they can then elevate with you. Yeah. You sometimes, if you ain't got no testimony, then what, like, you really ain't been tested.
You're not really living life.
You really ain't been tested.
You're not really living life.
And I don't mean, because everybody has their own testimony, but some testimonies are more visible than others. Mm-hmm. Some people's stories are more like, is like you said, got more texture. You can feel it. You close enough to where I understand that if they lose it all today, they'll be back here in the same position. Not necessarily in a bad position, but they'll be back in a community. Yeah. Some people be so out of touch with the community, or their testimony so far down the road or far in their past that they forget. And so then that's when you not necessarily creating art, creating music, creating events for the masses. You're creating it for the 1%. Yeah. And I feel like that's just not fair. Of course, everybody want to get out the hood, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
Just to touch on the part where you talked about the destination and the journey part, I think people forget about how important who you become in the journey, and how much more how much more important that is than where you're going. Mm-hmm. Like, who you become during the journey is far more important than where you're going to. Because, say for instance, where you're going to and you get there, you got the cars, the money, the beautiful girl, this and that and all that. You can't take none of that with you in the afterlife. When you go to your creator, you go before them, whatever your creator may be, the Most High, God, Source, Allah, you know what I mean? Whoever that may be for you, when you go before them, you can't say, well, I accumulated a Rolls Royce, a fat crib, and my hometown.
10 zeros.
All that don't matter to them. It's more so who you became during that journey. Did you allow that journey to conform you in ways that that's not who you set out to be? Did it alter your original self? Did you become your ego in that process? Mm-hmm. Did you develop as a person? Did you find compassion? Were you loving to not just people who had close proximity to you, but did you move around with a loving heart just in general? Was your heart chakra open? All these things, who you become during the journey is more important than where the journey gets you, bro. Because when you get to the end of that journey, if you became a shitty person and you got all these things now, you're gonna live a miserable life. That's why you see a lot of these people with money and they be miserable. They tell you, man, it's how I feel about it. They be like, man, money ain't gonna do this and that for you. It's because along the way you forgot that becoming a better a version of yourself was more important than where you're getting to. So when you got to where you was getting to, you sacrifice developing yourself, or you abandon developing yourself just to get to your destination. So now that you at your destination, you like, man, money can't make you happy. Yeah, money can't make you happy. But if you was developing yourself along the way while accumulating that money, when you got to that end point and you accumulated that amount of money as you were developing yourself, I guarantee you, it's gonna be happy with that money, bro.
Happiness.
I guarantee you, it's gonna be some level of happy because, bro, you can look at the people on their faces like they sacrificed something that they shouldn't have sacrificed.
Yeah,
they did something they shouldn't have did. They wronged people that they shouldn't have wronged. They took a deal that they shouldn't took. They shouldn't have took. So it ain't. So at that point, it's not even about the money anymore. Your testimony became, you sacrificed who you were as a person,
throwing away your morals
for what you thought was a greater gain. Now, that leads me to that question. People like that be embarrassed about their testimony.
Come on now.
So even with things like that, I feel like people should lean into that and be, hey, I messed up. This is my testimony. Mm-hmm. I'm embarrassed by it, but I still feel like I should share it so it doesn't happen again. So my question to you is, somebody that's embarrassed by their testimony, whether they may have had a very hypersexual past or a criminal-based past, how does a person overcome that feeling of being ashamed of their testimony, being ashamed of the past, and using that, instead of being ashamed of their testimony, using that into empowering other people and finding their voice within that?
To me, that's gonna be your breaking point of your testimony.
Yeah, that's
gonna be after those early stages of you trying to figure everything out. But that's that breaking point to where you know better, now you're doing better.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not necessarily that you should live life with no regrets, right? You shouldn't be embarrassed about anything.
Yeah.
But learn from everything that you do.
Right.
And if you know better, you will do better, or you should do better. So I lean into any of my what I call embarrassing moments or moments I would love to forget.
Right.
And you don't, again, when you grow older, you don't forget them, but they become less and less embarrassing and more about your testimony, who you are, who you've become.
There you go.
A lot of people think that moment lasts forever.
You don't.
Learn, grow from it, and go from it. Because at the end of the day, it's not who you are right now, it's who you're trying to become.
Yeah.
And you have to have some sort of foresight to who you're trying to become, or who you want to become, or who you're yearning to be, to then move past that moment.
There you go.
Now, the further you get from that moment, the less embarrassing it is. But at the same time, you can also acknowledge that it's not necessarily a mistake. It's not necessarily an L as in a loss. It is a lesson at the end of the day. As a person that has had a hypersexual time period in life, as women like to call it, a hoe phase, I think the biggest thing I learned from it is you can create some things that you may not can alter. And I don't mean like, all the other stuff. I mean just creation of life.
Yeah.
You can create connections with people that you can't ever alter. But it's not an embarrassing point of life. It's not a mistake that was made. It's a blessing that it happened the way it did. So then take from it what you chew the meat, leave the bones, basically. take what you can, and then move past it, and then you can. I honestly have moved so much past that point in my life. I could speak to younger adults, ages 21, 20, from 26 down. Hey, listen, these are some of the steps you should do to make sure you don't end up in my footsteps if you're not looking to.
All right.
If you are, then I can't speak to that. But sharing my testimony, which is, again, I'm a person, I'm not afraid to say it. I had children at what some would consider a young age. Mm-hmm. Some people would be like, that's probably...
Yeah.
At around 18, I was like, I can't wait. That's exactly when I was planning on having kids. But then I was, 24 on my first one. I was embarrassed to say, like, I was a father. Mm. And I'll be real, it was more so a sigh of relief when I finally got to the point where I was okay with being a father.
So what aspect of it were you like embarrassed of being a father? Like what aspect?
I think it was more so having a child out of wedlock was like, to me, I felt like I had let down my religion.
Got you.
I feel like I had let down my parents in a way just because my dad kind of warned me, and he, again, his testimony, he can tell you like, hey, be mindful of who you have a child with. Be mindful of when you have a child.
Yeah.
Make sure you're doing things where you're not necessarily having a child unless you're ready for it.
Right.
Make sure that's the woman that you want to be with. And just certain things like that. I think I was just embarrassed to tell my family at first. Like, really, it just felt like, in my head, what could have been a mistake at that point. Because I'm a young kid. I got a master's. I'm finishing school. The next steps for me was to thinking, okay, I'm gonna go back to Atlanta, get a place, get a corporate job, making $100,000 a year with this master's degree.
Yeah.
And I'm good to go.
Life's
like
good.
I'm
Life's
man,
good.
listen.
Yeah.
I would hate for a nigga to see me,
Hey,
boy,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be flexing
Yeah.
it. And so, being that wasn't that was my vision, but then that didn't become my reality, I was embarrassed by it. And I was embarrassed to share my testimony. I was embarrassed to share my story. I was embarrassed to even really tell people, because I feel like I was letting people down, or I felt like I wasn't living up to my potential, or I felt like the kid would hinder that.
Did you feel like you was laying God down?
I feel like I was letting God down at the same time. Again, that was played into the religion factor. I feel like I was just letting my religion down because, again, I'm sinning and I'm not necessarily doing what, what Christian people should be doing.
Yeah.
And being a dad has changed my life for the greater good. I can legit, honestly say, like, it keep me out so much BS. It's ridiculous.
I love that.
And people that have followed me even before, I'm always gonna keep my kids private. Like, y'all ain't gonna never see them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them make that choice.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
people have followed my journey, and even you can see it on this podcast. Like, I was recording the whole time everything was happening. Like,
You're real.
I was still pulling
Showing
up.
Still showing up.
Man, listen. So you could see the growth in my mindset about it, and me being vulnerable and open about it now. Like, I'm not afraid to tell people I'm a father. Like, I'm actually proud to tell people I'm a father. I was about to ask,
what kind of feeling is that now compared to?
I'm proud because before anything now, I'm a father.
There you go.
I'm a child of God first, but second, I'm a father. Like, I'm a provider. I have my seed walking around this earth now. Like, that's one of the greatest feelings that you can feel. But during the moment, I felt like it was just a huge mistake. And now that I'm now it's 2 years down the road, like I can legit say like, okay, I'm getting into the flow of fatherhood. A lot of it was not only embarrassment, but scared, bro. Like some people be scared that they're gonna fail at certain things, and I was scared that I might fail at that because I mentally wasn't there. But then instincts kick in. So not to make this about my testimony, but I can genuinely say I wish I had shared my experiences and what I felt like was a mistake and what I felt like was my turning point with more people. And not necessarily, I don't mean like outside people, or people I don't know, but more so like family members, friends, etc. Because I feel like I could have worked through my emotions better and been more present for those involved. And so being that I wasn't and open about it and I was closed off, I was just internalizing stuff myself, and it wasn't good because I was in my own head.
Yeah. Now that's real. I like how you were able to transmute the feelings of the same situation. Like the situation that you was in didn't change. You just transmuted how you felt about it. You transmuted your mindset towards it and about it. And I think you gave the answer to the question within you expressing all of that. If there's somebody out there that you feel like is people out there that need to hear your testimony, but you're embarrassed about their testimony, transmute that feeling and those emotions about that testimony. Transmute your mindset about it. It's in the past. It happened. A lot of the people that you think still think about the situation where you embarrass yourself, they don't think about it at all. You think about it 10 times more than anybody else think about it. Like that, even little small moments where you made a trip and you think people still think about you tripped 3 years ago. Niggas don't remember that.
Nope.
Niggas live their whole, like, it's life be life, and bro, people don't got the mental capacity to even keep those certain things in their mind or in that compartment. I mean, like,
especially in today's society.
That's what I'm
everything's
saying.
So by the moment,
Exactly.
in the moment. I think just moving past moments is gonna help a lot of people with sharing their testimony. And even if it's yesterday's testimony, like even if it's yesterday's mishap, yesterday's mistake, yesterday's incident, whatever it is, let it be known.
Yeah.
Let it be known and grow from it. Move on from the moment. I think that's what the transformation for me was. After that, after I got over that hump and got comfortable talking about that hump, like my relationship with people is so much better now.
Gotcha.
Like I feel like I was hiding something, bro, for so long. And then it's like I was able to transform who I was because now I'm no longer you ain't got no dirt on me.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel that.
So now when I'm coming to somebody, it's like I'm telling you off the rip. You feel me? Like I'm expressing these things about me off the rip. I'm not, for you Love Island watchers, I'm not holding it in like Huda. I'm not waiting until somebody, you know what I mean, continue to act like the right time. No, the right time is when you suggest it for sure, but it's after the moment has passed. It's maybe in the moment, but it's not later on down the road when you've strung somebody along or when you've fooled the public for so long that this, that, and the third is happening or it looks like this, and then you come out and say something. So that transformation in mindset has truly changed me as a person. So now I'm more accountable than anything now. I'm more present than anything. I'm more of a person that, boom, something happened, I can admit when I'm wrong. Or I can express my feelings. It totally changed my emotional intelligence to where I don't necessarily, it's not that I don't need a moment to process things, I process them way faster.
For sure. A processing power. It's like an upgraded computer, like an upgraded software.
Unlock. You honest now. You come with honesty. You open your arms with, now it's nothing you can use as a weapon against me that you don't already know or that I didn't give you as a weapon. I'm giving you the sword.
The only thing you can use against me is stuff that I already It's like you trying to use, like you use the sword. I gave you that sword.
I gave it to you.
I can't really cut me up. Like
you can't even cut. You got better luck trying. You can't even stab me in the back because I'm facing you saying here.
Yeah.
Here is where I've made a mistake, and I think that's what I was trying to get off back in a couple episodes ago. That's what I was trying to say. Like, if you show people some of the mishaps, if you show people some of the bloopers, if you show that, then it humanizes you and it lets you know. It lets them know, like, they have no weapon against you.
There's nothing against you, bro.
You come as you are.
Yeah, there you go.
But when you try to hide those mishaps, those bloopers, those embarrassing moments, and when you try to act like a perfect human being, that's when somebody finds out about it, when somebody goes and does the research,
there you go,
and really digs deep, that's when it hurt.
Yeah, when you gotta hide, when you got stuff that you gotta hide, you always thinking like, damn, what if they maybe this year they gonna find out about
the
that.
Streets, bro.
Yeah. Then you all constantly running. You constantly running.
Constantly
so
running, like,
when you at the space where you can be open and transparent to where, like, I share this with y'all. Like, I don't mind sharing this and this and that or all of these. Like, at that point, now where can a person attack you from?
Okay.
Because the information that you're going around telling people or what you're trying to use against me, I gave it.
I gave it to you.
Like,
it's not hard to find.
Yes, I'm not embarrassed about it. Like, it's my testimony. I went through it. It's there for you to know. So therefore, you have no ammo. Facts. I'm at peace, and that's what I was gearing up to say. You're at peace. Mm-hmm. So now when you're at peace, it's like, that happened. I actually told y'all about that a year and a half ago. So like you said, you're not running. You're not running mentally. You're not running emotionally. It's like you that inner veil in that space that you trying to hide from or run from is like, it's a release. It's there, like here.
I feel like it's just a release of feelings, but also when I think about it, is basically saying, come at me whatever way you want to come at me. It doesn't matter. Now, I'm not saying like you have to overshare.
Nah.
In any of your, you know what I mean, bloopers, mishaps, or incidents, or whatever. You don't ever have to overshare.
It's enough to relate, bro. That's it.
That's it. I could talk about a lot and nothing at the same time, but people can assume, and then they can help you with whatever you have going on. Oh. But the biggest thing for me was just getting over the moment of feeling the embarrassment or the letdown factor that I had, the image, because I was portraying an image that I was, and I don't even want to say I was, but I could potentially be Mr. Perfect. Mm-hmm. And to me, in my head, that's something Mr. Perfect doesn't do. Mr. Perfect Christian, Mr. Perfect child, Mr. Perfect student athlete, that's something that he doesn't do. He doesn't go out and have a child out of wedlock. So it instead of trying to portray or push out Mr. Perfect, I'm now saying, hey, listen, I know I'm not perfect. And not just because of this situation, but because a lot of situations, a lot of bloopers, a lot of mishaps. It's been a lot of them. But you can use this as an example, or this testimony myself as an example of, things happen. But they also can be a blessing in disguise.
I'm telling you, bro.
And being that I learned from it, I can now be a blessing to others or other student athletes and say, hey, don't make this mistake. Or not necessarily a mistake, but if you want to end up here, you may need to do this differently.
Right.
These things can alter your life. This mindset, being over-sexual, can alter your life. And then I had a friend that was practicing celibacy, and I didn't even talk to, if I had just got with him more often and really related to him, I may not have even been in that situation. But because I was, again, trying to portray Mr. Perfect to everybody, perfect friend, perfect student athlete, perfect Christian, perfect, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be perfect in so many aspects. I missed out on the help that was provided to me, that God provided me, sitting right next to me.
Some real shit. But that's a bar. That's some real shit. Like, you get so caught up in trying to be so, or trying to portray that you so good that you walking right past the help that you actually know you really need.
You need that.
But because you so focused on trying to portray, I got it all figured out, when the person who can really help you figure it out more, God is putting you in position to talk to them every single day, but you're so stuck on, I got this, to where you act like you don't need it.
And to be open about your testimony is to be vulnerable. And to be vulnerable is to receive help, receive assistance. I don't know nobody in this world, you can tap self-made on your fucking arms and legs all you want. I don't know nobody that was self-made. I don't know nobody that has no assistance. No. The doctor had to help you get out.
Yeah. So you had help from jump.
From jump.
Shit, your mama helped you get out. Nigga.
Man, listen.
She had to push your ass out.
Come on, man. God had to help you be the fastest swimmer. God. You had assistance your whole life. So I don't want this message to be mistaken as they trying to tell me to show my blemishes.
Man, only share what God puts on your heart to share,
for sure.
bro.
No doubt about it.
And like you said, your testimony, it opens up a space of vulnerability. It also, when you share your testimony, it also shows your obedience, bro. Because for you to feel like you have a testimony to share, who you think put that on your spirit to share?
Come on now.
So if you're not sharing it, that's a level of disobedience, because it's on your spirit for a reason. If it's something that you went through and you feel like you need to share it, it's not just on your spirit for no reason. It was placed there by the Most High. So if you're in a space where you feel like you need to share something, but you're not because of how you feel like people are gonna feel about it, or what people are gonna say about you, or what you think about, or what people are gonna think about you, that means you care more about what man thinks about you than what God thinks about you. Mm-hmm. You care more about others' opinions than what God wants you to do for his people. It's just one of those things to where you have to pick a side in your level of obedience. You have to pick a side in your level of commitment to which side you're really working. Are you working to be everybody's favorite, or are you working to be transformative, influential? Not influential in terms of influencer, but like literally influence and help people's lives in terms of sharing something very vulnerable that other people may have went through, to where it instills courage in them to help share their testimony. Now we're living in a world of people sharing their testimony. Not living in the world of people oversharing, but people sharing their testimony of, this is what I went through, and this is where I've evolved to.
A real community.
Where you evolve to is also part of your testimony. Your testimony is not just about the bad part or the hard part that you went through. It's also where you're at now. That's part of your testimony. And I think somebody who's seeking to share their testimony, make sure you're also evolving past that part to where you have something to show that, yeah, I was here, but look where I'm at now. You don't want to necessarily be that person of, this is what you went through, and you're kind of still like immersed in it. Mm-hmm. I know we're all at different stages of life, but you should have a plan of action to where, if this is a testimony you're going to share, you should have you should be already worked out of that phase of your life, or you should have a plan of action to where you're actively trying to work out of that phase of life. So the testimony can be complete, because the testimony is not complete until you're at a space to where you can look back and say, that's who I was, not that's who I still am. I mean, the testimony it was a test. For you to pass the test, you have to grow out of it. That's when it becomes the testimony. That's when it becomes the latter part of it. That's when it builds into that, when you pass that test. That's when you graduate. That's when you call it a testimony. It's packaged. Once you finish, boom, package, testimony. But once you're still in it, if you're still in it, it's just test. It's still a test if you're still in it. It don't become a testimony until you complete it, bro. It's like wrapping it up and put a little bow on it. That's when it becomes a testimony, when you completed it, bro.
And that's when you can then start to share and hope that others receive it. the way you intended for it. I think a lot of times you also can't share your testimony, like you said, when you're going through it, because you haven't fully went through the cycle, the life cycle of the testimony.
There you go.
Let it build. Went through the life cycle of the testimony, where it take you up, then it take you down, then it tests if you really about that life, or if this is just a trend, and it tests if you gonna stay focused long enough to see what happens at the end of it.
Right.
It literally, if you're doing it just for the women, if you're doing it just for the money, the fame, the cars, the clothes, that's what really start to show. That's the testimony.
Yep.
Like that's the life cycle of it. Are you gonna do it if you broke? Are you gonna do it if you have no assistance? Are you gonna do it with all the assistance in the world? That's the testimony. You can't preach to people your testimony and you're not fully committed to it, or have committed to it fully and been through the life cycle of it. I feel like a lot of people try to share their story before they've been tested.
Before the test is even
completed. Before
they still on question two. They only on question two, and they trying to let it build.
You gotta let it build, bro. You gotta, this ABC part 3, man. Listen, over the last 2 years, I know for a fact, me and my testimony, I've been tested in it like countless times. Like, y'all wouldn't even understand how many times I've been tested in the past 2 years. And really before then, it's really like the past 3 years. And so each one of those tests, I continue to prevail. I continue to stay consistent. I continue to stay still. I didn't share, or I'm not giving advice to people about how they should do it, because I know at the end of the day, watch that camera, Eric. My test is not completed yet.
Right.
So I'm not gonna give you advice on how to do it. I'm not gonna welcome you in my journey on how to do it until I'm ready.
Yeah.
Why don't you just walk past, bro?
Yeah, you could, bro.
You gonna say?
That's our director right there, bro.
Oh, okay.
Behind the scenes guy.
But for sure, it's just one of those things where it's like, man, a good testimony is great to follow, but some people, you got to realize that they may be still in their testimony. They may be still in that test phase of the testimony. They may be still they still haven't went through the breakthrough.
So with that, let's also emphasize the fact, when you sharing your testimony, meet the people where they at. Don't try to be on your woosah high horse and using all these big words and speaking your testimony. First, make sure you have a testimony, because if you have no testimony, people don't feel like they can even relate to you, because what did you go through? I'm going through all this, and you're trying to tell me, oh, just get up and do it. Well, how's life been for you? I don't know if you ever really went through anything for real. Number 2, meet the people where they at when you're speaking your testimony. If you got a big vocabulary, bring it down a little bit. Ground yourself, bro. I get you got the knowledge. Sometimes you gotta ground yourself, bro. I've been in esoteric knowledge for 4 or 5 years. Some niggas probably can't even tell, because I don't even speak that type of language around them, because I know how to ground myself to the people around who I'm talking to. It's not dumbing myself down. It's called speaking a language within the English language. You use certain vocabulary words, that's a whole different language. You use a certain tone, that's a whole different language within the English language, bro.
Sound like you speaking tongue.
You dig what I'm saying? So you got to know how to reach the people. You got to know how to connect to the people organically. You can't force it on them. If it's for them to receive it, they're going to receive it. And if it's your testimony, you gotta curate it in a way to where it becomes you. People know it's your story.
Organic.
It shouldn't sound like a 12-page font Times New Roman essay paper. It shouldn't sound like it was put through Chat GPT. Make it yours. If you need to cuss while you saying or telling people your testimony, shit, do that then. If that's you, do that. If it's you. But the best way for something to be received if it's on an organic frequency, because that's the frequency that God exists on, organic, nature.
He don't tell you to come cookie cutter cut.
Come on, bro.
He don't tell
Come as you are.
Come as you are.
So however you are, be like that. Don't try to be a certain way so I can reach his audience. You trying to reach an audience that ain't even for you, and you missing out on the audience that's intended for you because you think you got to sound a certain way, or you think you got to give it off a certain way. Nigga, say it exactly how you need to say it, or you feel like you need to say it. You feel like you need to say it for a reason because that's how you need to say it to reach the people you need to reach. The ones who you don't reach with the way you saying it is not meant for you to reach it. It's not meant for you to reach them. And you have to accept that, bro. Who you're meant to reach is who you're meant to reach. We all here to serve a purpose, bro. Don't be bigger than your program. We all got our own program. The main program is reality as a whole. But we all got our own program that we gotta abide by and stick to in terms of getting things done within our individualistic program that we're running within us and the Most High. Each one of us got that. So if we all run our program efficiently, we all run our software efficiently within our connection to us and the Most High. Everybody do that. We all on one accord.
Still on one accord.
We all on one accord.
It might look and sound differently.
Come on, bro.
All on the same accord.
The resonance is on that 432 frequency, that 528 frequency, bro. So number one, make sure you have a testimony. Go through something, bro. Fail, mess up. Stop trying to, bro. Put yourself through something. If you had an easy life, nigga, go goddamn put yourself through something, bro.
Grow through it.
Yeah, grow through it, bro. Like the goddamn roads that come through the concrete. Nigga, the motherfucker had to grow through that concrete, bro. It wasn't easy to push through that concrete. But what nature gonna do is nature gonna grow wherever it wanna grow.
Simple.
You try to put concrete over top some grass, I bet you it's gonna find a way through.
Got to.
Nature gonna find his way through. Be like nature. Find your way through. It could be the toughest slab of concrete that placed over you. You better find your way to grow through that shit. I better see a crack coming through that concrete sooner or later. And then some weeds gonna follow. Number two, make sure what you're saying is, I wouldn't even say palatable, because I'm not trying to say that you need to have it in a way to where it gotta be soft and shit, but make sure it can be received by the people who need to receive it, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, man. It's power in testimony, bro.
It's power.
That's all I got for that one, man.
Testimony is powerful, period. Someone's story is powerful.
Even when you think it's not, bro.
Even when you feel like you're listening to, the janitor, their testimony is powerful.
Man, I love listening to people like that, bro. Them be some of the smartest. My mom worked with a quick story. My mom worked with a custodian at her job. He owns a YouTube channel. It's some black network. It got like 20K subscribers, but it's a lot of top metaphysical teachers on there and stuff. I'm just like, damn, because he had seen our podcast. He's like, y'all be talking some real shit, and just like, damn, like, you never know, bro.
Never know.
You never know.
Somebody would have walked past him, 20K subscribers.
Yeah, bro.
He's making a good little chunk of money outside of being a janitor.
Yeah, and he do that because I think he had retired, and he just do that just to
stay,
come on,
moving
bro.
around.
Come on, man.
Also grown through something.
Yeah, and
that's GROWN. You
dig what I'm saying?
I want to be a person that is continuing to grow. I want to be a person that has a testimony, and sometimes you have to reach me in a different frequency or a different phase of life to hear my testimony.
There you go.
Maybe it's not in the podcasting realm. Maybe I'm, retired somewhere with a podcasting, I don't know, network.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm doing something in business, but you don't necessarily, quiet luxury is a thing. And I want to be the face of quiet luxury in my next phase of life, where it doesn't have to be, I don't have to be showing that I'm a gem to this earth for you to know I'm a gem to this earth. I don't have to have a perfect VVS diamond cut on my outside and my appearance, for someone to understand, like, that's a diamond in the rough, bro.
He
like,
glowing.
You need to
You shining, boy.
Because a janitor having somewhat 20K subscribers, you would never know that. But that's a diamond in the rough right there.
There you go.
That you would never know about. And so testimony is definitely powerful. Make sure that you are sharing your testimony. People that are vibrating on their frequency and continue to express to others what their frequency is. I applaud you all. And make sure you complete the life cycle of the testimony before you start to involve others and get the influence of others underneath that testimony.
That's real. And with that, that's been another episode of the Paradigms of Perspective Show with your boy Zay and Kobe, man.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna keep keeping on, man. And like we keep saying, hey, whatever you, like Curtis Snow said, whatever you do, just keep that motherfucker rolling. That's what we're gonna do,
rolling, man.
We'll catch y'all next one, man. Peace.
Yeah, and I can't go for that, but I can show the facts. She fell in love with a Thundercat. But yeah, baby, I'm a Rolling Stone. But you already know it.